it's Joshua Vergara from Android Authority and VR Source. What's going on, everybody? And I'm here to bring you a look at the Zeiss VR1 Plus. Now, here at E3, it might be a little bit odd to see a company like Zeiss here for a VR platform, but they already had a VR1 in the past, and now they have the VR1 Plus. And it's a brand new peripheral that allows for a somewhat universal, almost completely universal rather, platform for VR headsets. And what you have are these little trays that slide right into the VR headset, and in the VR1 Plus, you'll be able to have any phone from 4.7 to 5.5 inches. In the case of this phone right here, which is already playing a VR game, what we have is an iPhone 6s Plus. So the tray with the phone that is already playing VR content slides right in quite easily. And after that, we have the eyepiece, or the eye box rather, which is just large enough, or actually large enough to accommodate eyeglasses. So what you have with a company like Zeiss that makes lenses is a great way of magnifying into the VR content. And even if you have prescription glasses like I do, it'll fit perfectly inside, but the length between your eyes and the actual magnifiers themselves is actually perfectly fine, so that even with prescription glasses, you're going to get a very clear image. And right here at the booth, testing a couple of games out on this particular headset, I find that the image is actually really sharp. It looks really nice, and as long as you have really high pixel density in the phone that you're using, you won't really get that screen door effect. But with the iPhone 6s Plus, obviously it has a somewhat lower resolution display than plenty of Android devices, so of course it'll have a little bit more of that screen door effect, so you can actually see the pixels inside of the headset. Zeiss has partnered up with Google to make sure that this headset is Daydream compatible, but until Daydream actually happens on Android and beyond, this is primarily a great way of providing the cardboard content that is already available in the Android ecosystem. On this headset, you can take off all of these different straps here, and you are able to move around the way that you would normally with cardboard. And of course, there's this little button on the left side here that works just like the magnetic button on a cardboard device. Overall, the best part about the VR1 Plus, the most exciting part rather, is the fact that it is pretty much universal with any smartphone that you might be using. There are very few smartphones that won't fit in here because the universal tray that the One Plus will come with has the ability to put in anything from 4.7 to 5.5 inches in a particular type of phone. So no matter what phone you have, or even if you upgrade your phone in the future, you'll be able to slide it right into this headset quite easily without having to buy a whole new headset. In the market today, we have a lot of companies who are creating VR headsets just particularly for their own smartphones, and it's nice to see a company like Zeiss, which has some forward-thinking ideas in terms of the optics of this headset, to create one that is actually pretty much universal. The Zeiss VR1 Plus is going to be available later this August, again at that price point of $129. So it's an affordable way of getting into virtual reality, and it has probably one of the best platforms available so that you can use pretty much any phone that you want. Keep it tuned to VR Source and to Android Authority from time to time for VR related content, and you can remember to keep it tuned here because we are your source for all kinds of reality.